Welcome to The Mother's Way. This is your guide to photographing your children authentically. In this first lesson, I want to make it really easy for you to photograph your children. So, one of the first things that I get asked frequently is what type of camera should I be using? The first camera that I started out with was the Canon Rebel T3i. It's super old now, but Canon still makes a Rebel model for beginners, and Nikon and Sony, I'm sure, make similar beginner style cameras. You can also get a mirrorless camera. Those are new and a little bit more expensive, but they'll definitely do the job. And some mamas have contacted me about learning to shoot film. Maybe they have taken a course before in high school or college or have some background with film and want to get back into it. And for that, I would recommend a 35 millimeter camera. They're a little bit more affordable than the medium format cameras, and you also get 36 exposures versus 16. So you have to change your rolls of film less often, which is nice when you're trying to photograph your kids. So in order to make this easy for you, I have 3 prompts for you that you can do in 3 days. If you want to knock them all out in one day, that is fine too. If it takes you 3 weeks or however long, you're doing this on your time. And the most important part is that you are just making beautiful photographs with your children. So prompt 1 is photograph your child sleeping. Maybe your baby has this blankie that they just love to snuggle with. Maybe you try to photograph your child with that blankie while they're sleeping, all snuggled up. Another thing is maybe the light comes in the afternoon and it kind of dapples on their blankets and their body. You could photograph that. Maybe your child just has some alligator sheets and they won't always be into alligators. And you just photograph them sleeping on their sheets. Our kids change, their interests change, and it's great to have those images of the things that they used to love. That leads us to prompt 2, which is photograph your child playing. Maybe they have a favorite toy. Maybe they have a favorite sport that they're playing all the time now. My oldest child loved playing with action figures. So I have a bunch of photos of him and his action figures. They are not perfect, but he has his action figures all lined up, and I'm happy to have those memories because we recently donated those figures. So I'm very happy that we have those memories of his favorite things. My middle child loved playing hockey in the house in the winter all the time. He was always with a hockey stick. So I have some images of him, with his little hair spiked up and his hockey stick, and him with his hockey puck, and him laying on the couch with a hockey stick. So I'm happy to have those memories because now he plays hockey on the ice and he's not snuggling up with all of his hockey gear, and it smells really bad, the new hockey gear. And then our third prompt is going to be to photograph your child at bath time, snack time, or homework time. Basically something that you're doing every day that's very routine, but it won't always happen. So bath time is fun. You could get bubbles in the bath or some toys in the bath and photograph your child with that. They could all be in the bath together if you have multiple children. Maybe they're a little bit older and you don't want to do that. You could photograph them at homework time. I have some images of my son doing homework when he was younger. And so I got some close-ups of his handwriting because his handwriting has since changed, and it's cute to look back on those things. You could also photograph during snack time. It sounds super mundane, but you could get their little chunky fingers holding onto their snack pack or their cup or whatever it is. Maybe they just have goldfish or snack all over their face. They're not always going to eat like that. So it is cute and nice to be able to look back on those memories. So I hope that that is helpful for you. I hope that you find it easy since you're not really asking your child to do anything for you. They don't need to pose for you. And your images don't have to be perfect. But I hope when you complete this that you do have some beautiful memories to look back on from your days of today and how things are in a normal average week. I'll see you in the next training.